What's up everyone, welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to some Horizon 5. Alright, welcome to another video on the channel. Welcome to some Horizon 5. And in today's video, I get to try some of the tunes that you guys have sent me. So, on the old Discord, down in the description box below, you guys can send over some tunes. And in one of the future videos, I could pick them and I could drive them and check them out and see what they're like. It can be for pretty much whatever you want it to be. But in today's video, I've picked, I'll say two. There's two tunes here that I want to try. And I want to see what they're like. So, one of them is actually an off-road, a rally tune actually, for dirt races. And I get to try it out now, and I get to see what it's like. So, there's one of them here. It is for the 205 Rally, which I want to try out now as well. So, I'll take this thing out. Go all the way over to P. There it is, right here. Mine's completely stock. I haven't actually done anything to this car. But this is what the tune is for. Apparently this person built it for C-Class, and he's got top 1000 on pretty much every single one of them, except for one of them that has about 1 billion rivers, which makes sense, right? The car is still quite low, and probably for the one that has a lot of rivers, you'd probably need something that has a lot of ground clearance. And even if you lift this thing up, I don't think it'll be as good for that. So that's cool. It's reassuring that this tune is going to be quite good. So this is what we're working with here. So 115613585. That is the share code for the tune. And search it. There it is. Riley suspension, off-road tire compound, and it's still front-wheel drive, which is perfectly fine. Horsepower just went up slightly. It's 112. Torque slightly went up. Weight went down by about 80 kilos, which is alright. 79 kilos, but that's pretty good. Okay, this should be a fun little car to drive. I think once you get this thing going, I think it's going to be really, really quick, especially with the suspension and tire setup that it has. That's very cool. It actually has quite a bit of wheel spin. Fair enough. Well, there's one track that we've always used for this, and it's always this one up here. This one. This Caldera Scramble is always the same track. However, it is in the Rivals list of tracks because I always go and do that. It's one of the shortest ones and it's one of the easiest ones to get around and set a really good time and try it out pretty much. So in C-Class, have I done anything in C-Class so far? I haven't. I think this is my first time I'm actually going to go on this list in C-Class and try do a run here. So let's give it a shot. See what this thing is like. I have no idea where, like, I'm not even on this leaderboard at all yet, so it should be fun to try and see where I can get to. I actually wasn't even paying attention to the amount of people that have actually done this event just to see. But let's see where I am in the world with this thing. And let's check out the way it drives as well, obviously. But it's been a while since I picked a rally tune. I mean, not a lot of people have been sending me rally tunes or anything like that, so I'm down to try them out, you know? Like I said, it's something a little different. This guy got a 101 somehow. Ooh, lots of grip here. I can carry all my speed through that corner. That's very good so far already. Yeah, I knew for a fact that the tires and suspension, especially for slower cars like this, will play a big part. You know why? Because you can send 1,000,000 horsepower to these C-Class cars, but if you leave the tires and you leave the suspension to something really bad, the amount you'll have to slow down for these corners will be insane. But these, the wheel and the tire suspension combo makes such a big difference for these lower class cars, especially off-road, because you just keep your foot planted. Like it's just constant acceleration. And you just go faster and faster. I still have to figure out how fast can I go into this first corner, but I feel like that was okay. Even with the speed I carried through there. Maybe a tiniest bit too slow. But I feel like that wasn't too bad. Here, again, I could just keep my foot planted on the ground. And this has so much grip. Very good build. Very good build. Easy to control. Again, I'm just keeping my foot planted here. Here, I'm going to lift. Right here. Change down the gear so I can turn in nice and tightly here. Again, especially for slower cars like this, it doesn't really matter if you make this thing all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, whatever. Leaving it front-wheel... Oh, sorry. It doesn't It does matter. Sorry, not that it doesn't matter. It does matter if you make it all-wheel drive or rear-wheel drive or whatever, because it will change the way these drives drastically, especially adding more weight. That isn't bad. That really, really isn't bad. I don't know what the best or the fastest car for these events actually are. Like, what's the OP car to use, you know what I mean? But this seems really nice to drive. I have a few top 1000s that I've done on this track, on the higher classes, not on C-Class obviously. But on the higher classes, and I know some of the really, really good cars, the Mini being one of them, is so, so good for this. I think this is probably going to be the fastest lap that I've done so far. The reason why I say that is because there wasn't any rocks or anything in the way, and I think I've done all the corners just so well. Yeah, there you go, this 50.3. Wow, that was, I carried so much speed through that first checkpoint. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I'm just changing down to third. Come on. Maybe I should keep it in third for a lot of these corners instead of changing it into fourth. Oh, that was the perfect slide and everything. Yeah, third just seems like it does a really, really good job for a lot of these corners. 49 seconds? Ooh, 50.035. That was good as well. It wasn't actually terrible. Okay, so I'm going to keep it in third now for all these corners here. Let's see. Okay. It's pretty good. Well, it's very good, actually. Just keeping it revved out a lot. And there's the 49. 49.9. I'm going to quit event just to see where I am in the world. That's a really good tune. It's really, really good. You keep your speed up with it so easily, especially, like I said, with the tires and the suspension combo. Very good tune. I like it. I really, really like it. Let's see where I am in the world with it. I don't want to say I'm not top 1000 because I don't know what the baseline or the threshold is for the scores on this list, the times, but we'll see. Let's just see where I am. There's a bunch of other tunes here that people have sent me as well. There's one of them I really want to try because I feel like it's just going to be really, really loud for you guys to listen to, and I think it'll be interesting as well. Alright, let's see. Let us see. Where am I in the world, especially with all the cheated scores and everything at the top of these leaderboards? Where's the rivals? Dirt. Go over to this. Go to C-Class. Go to this. Okay. 465. Easily 465. Top 500. I mean, there's 68,000 people that have done this, so I mean, I feel like that's not bad. I think I can go faster as well. I'm at the top of my friends list. I'm not at the top of my club. The Mini. Yeah, the Mini's there again, hand in hand with this thing. I think this is the guy that sent me the tune. I think. His name is very similar to his name on Discord as well. So I think this is the guy that sent me the tune. So you can see, I can definitely go faster with this thing. I mean, bringing this thing into the 48s somehow, it's going to bring me much, much higher. Almost like the top 200 even. So it's ridiculous. It's a very, very good tune. I think if I spent a lot more time just driving this thing around, get even more and more used to it, and I'll realize where I can go faster for some of the corners. But I don't want to spend a lot of time on the one car. Very good build. Big thumbs up for me. I really, really like it. It drives very, very well. Yeah, it's cool. Right, let's move on to the second one. Now, the second one I have is... It's a Lamborghini Veneno S1, and it's a handling tune. It's the best tune that he's ever made, apparently, and he got about 424 on the golden tollgate with it. I want to try this out. I really want to try this out. I've had some people saying to me, I've had a couple of people in one of my previous videos where I ended up testing out, I think, the Lamborghini, or the Audi E-TRON, the RS E-TRON. Sorry, I got interrupted. But yeah, there's been a couple of people in the previous video saying that, well, the video with the Audi RS E-TRON GT, that the golden tollgate is a boring thing to watch. Now, is this true? Do you guys not want me to go on this map anymore or not? I mean, it's up to you. If you guys say no, then obviously I'll switch it up and I'll try something else. But I feel like this is my top gear test track, if that makes sense, right? Like, I've had so many of these cars go on here that it's going to be difficult if I do end up changing it to a different course to go and just start building a whole new leaderboard once again. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this is the shortcut here, 101-835-727 for the tune. S1 Lamborghini Veneno. I am ready. Let's give this a shot. It should be quite good. Hopefully, it should be quite good. I mean, the Lamborghini Veneno it was always a good handling car. It was never like the best at everything. I think it was actually the best. Was it in Horizon 2 that this was the best handling car? I thought it was. Anyway, I'll bring it over to the golden tollgate for the people that don't know, and you're new to the channel. This is one of the tracks that I use to test out cars all of the time, because it's just, I absolutely love it. I feel like it's such a good base for cars to, you know, for people to build their cars, right? Like, this is literally like a mountain pass road, and it's really fun to bring cars here to test out, to see how fast they are, especially to see how good they are, you know, grip wise, but basically to see how quick they can go around this entire thing. But yeah, if people don't want to see the golden tollgate anymore, I mean, let me know. For people that do want to see it, like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. The times for other cars are down in the comments below. Actually, before I do that, let's have a look at the actual times for this as well. The fastest S1 car that we have is the Mosler MT900 GT3, and that got a 426. And that is, I think I maybe made one or two mistakes and I didn't drive perfectly. And then we had the Porsche 911 GT3, which was an S2, and the Lexus RCF Track Edition. I think the Audi RS E-TRON GT was also somewhere over there, and that I think was also just over S2 slightly, if I remember correctly. But it wasn't a maxed out car. So let's give this a shot. We'll see what it's like. Obviously, it's going to be my first day driving this thing, so it's going to be a little weird. But I knew that this was going to be loud, and it was going to be... it was going to sound really, really good. And also the interior is going to look really, really good too. So this is what we're working with here. Brakes are very good. Acceleration is very good. The grip is also very good. Oh, I like this a lot already. We've just started. And I've just crashed it. I need to remember the size of this thing. Okay. I feel like I'm going to struggle with this because of the size of it. And the reason why I say that is, obviously some of the cars, you know, some of the smaller cars are so much easier to get around this. But especially my first time driving this thing, I straight up smashed it to the wall. That is jokes. But of course, I need to try and get this thing as close as possible to some of the walls, you know, if I want to get this thing to... if I want to get the best times possible, you know, I need to get very, very close to the walls. So I gotta be careful now with the sheer size of this thing. I really like the way it turns though. Power to grip ratio is so good already. Like it. Brakes are also really, really good. I think I'm also very, very close to that wall. That was just a little bit of sliding from me because I think I pushed it out just a little too wide. Very, very good car. Really, really good. Ooh, little mess up on my end again there. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys think this is boring? I feel like This is one of the most complicated and one of the most extreme tracks in the game. I don't think this is boring to watch. Like, I would watch people go up and down this all the time if I was testing cars out. Or if I was watching people test cars out. Honestly, it's a super entertaining track to play on. Very challenging. Really, really fun. I don't know. Maybe some people got bored of it, I guess. People were short attention span, maybe. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. Slidey slide there. The amount of speed I can carry through these corners is brilliant with this car. It's really, really good. Very good build. I like it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a 424 with it. I feel like I'm going to be much slower. I'm not going 100% right now. I'm still trying to get a feel of the car and knowing exactly where my limit is and everything. So I'm not going full 100% with it just yet. See here as well, went a bit too fast. So, like I said, still trying to get a feel of the car. Knowing when I need to brake, how I need to brake, and all that. Obviously, all the corners differ from one another. It's not going to be the same. This is going to be a bit of a questionable fit here. Somehow I squeezed. Somehow I squeezed through. Lamborghinis are always very, very, very wide. We've had the Sesto Elemento was actually not too bad because that still feels like a smallish car. We had an Aventador here, and I remember I got stuck with it. It was so funny because that thing is very wide. It's really low and really wide. I think this is also a very big car as well. I'm gonna try to do one more run with this thing straight after. And I'm going to change the sim steering and just see how much of a difference that actually makes. I think sim steering on a lot of the different cars will make a big difference. But not on every car. Some cars, especially driving off-road, it's so much worse driving with sim steering off-road than it is with normal steering. It's worse. All the cars are really, really snappy, and you don't want them to be snappy off-road. You want them to be like very fluid with their handling, you know? You want them to be like flowing over all the bumps and everything. You don't want them to snap on in random directions. On the road, I feel like it's much more manageable because you actually have quite a bunch of grip. Whereas off-road, you don't have that grip. You know? You just sort of go off-road, you're in the dirt. See there, I feel like I could have taken that corner so much better. Well, you got, what was it, 424? I got 429 with a lot of mistakes. 429 is good. I'm just slightly off the Mosler, was it? Like 3 seconds off. Not even, it's like 2.5 seconds off the Mosler. That is a good car. Very good build as well. Nice. Well, this definitely puts it as the second fastest S1 car I think that we have so far. I'm going to do one more run with it. Like I said, with sim steering on, and we'll see what it's like. Here we go. 424. I was a lot more ballsy this run. 424.1. Ain't too bad. Yeah, I was a lot more ballsy this run. I did still make 1 or 2 mistakes, but like I said, I was a lot more ballsy. Especially with the sim steering, it actually does make a difference with this car. It definitely makes it drive quite a bit better. But that's it. This is now the fastest S1 car we have on the list there. Again, I think with the Mosler, I did make a couple of mistakes with it. That thing is really, really fast regardless. But this is also a very, very good tune. This is the fastest S1 car so far that we've driven down this course. See, there's my first mistake already. Like, I clipped that fence with, I think, my left rear side. And, you know, obviously it slows me down slightly. As for any big crashes, I didn't have any. But you will see some of the corners I did end up, you know, either understeering or just going just a little bit too fast, so I had to slow down a little bit more. So, again, you can still go faster than the time that I've done there with this car, and obviously with the Mosler's time as well. There's another time where I just slightly clipped the fence there. That one actually didn't really affect me at all, I don't think. I didn't feel like it affected my acceleration or anything like that, but it just was a tiny bit too wide, you know what I mean? Like, look how close I'm getting to the walls here, you know, like, I'm doing as much as I possibly can with this car, especially like first of all in the first race and even the second lap around or whatever, the second run around, I still had to figure out sort of the sheer size of this thing. It's very wide. It's a really wide car. It takes up the whole lane so many times. I'll end up getting so close to something, and you'll see it like through this entire run. I don't think I'll show you the entire thing, but yeah, I'll show you some of it here. There I went wide because I need to go quite a lot faster for that corner. Again, gear changes are super fast on it. It handles really well. I can accelerate out of corners fairly early and smoothly. Again, no traction control, no stability control, none of that. Never have any of that on. ABS is the only thing that I'll have on for a lot of cars. Some of the older cars I'll take it off because they're usually a lot faster with ABS off. And manual with clutch as well. I mean, like this will change gears instantly anyway, so it doesn't matter if I do manual or manual with clutch, whatever. It's just no difference. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Thank you for the tunes, everybody. I actually really love this Veneno. It does a really good job. The 205 Rally as well was also really good in its own right. Like it was very good at the time when I used it on that little tiny track. It's probably going to be very good for a lot of the different other tracks as well, since the guy said that he's done top 1000 on pretty much every single one of them on this game. But it's good. They're both really good tunes. So thank you for sending them. I really do appreciate it. If you want to send some tunes over, go to the Discord in the description, click on it and join it, and then over on the actual channel that's in the Discord, you can send your share codes, and I'll probably try some of the tunes that you guys send me in future videos. But for now, that's it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.